Hey guys, Marcus C. Williams here. Let me give you a little bit of background on my personal views. I'm an environmental conservationist. I personally identify as a conservative futurist. So basically that means I see the stuff that we've done in the past and I like to stick towards more traditional values, but that means that I know that a lot of the stuff that we've done in the past isn't going to work moving towards the future. So with that being said, I'm very about that environmental friendly energy conservation and stuff like that. But this green energy stuff that they're pushing in the Assembly and in the Senate for New York State is bad, you guys. Like, not only is it poorly organized and extremely poorly planned, they don't know what they're doing. And I'm going to give you a great example from the news today. Like, I'm not even able to help but laugh because it's like, this is real news. Like, you couldn't even make this stuff up. Okay, so number one, where we really need to focus at, this is what I'm going to pitch to you guys first. Where we need to focus at is nuclear energy, okay? About 30 miles from me, we've got a nuclear power plant, Gunay. It needs some upgrades and repairs so it can be more efficient and produce more energy. But we can also work on newer nuclear energy like small-scale modular reactors and other such energy projects that will empower us to be able to go more energy independent and more green energy without having to dig stuff out of the ground for cobalt for the stuff that they need to put in the windmills or anything like that. Also, if you know anything about solar panels or windmills, they don't last very long. Maybe 10 years. Like, most of them don't even last that long. That's a whole nother conversation. But moving forward, we need to focus on nuclear energy, hydropower, and stuff like that. Basically those two, and we can work on geothermal as well. But those are the two big ones that we really need to be looking at in New York State if we're going to talk about green energy or a clean energy future. But these people are out here putting these green projects together, and whenever they talk, they never actually talk about environmental impact or the consequences to the environment or anything like that. So let's talk windmills, right? This will be fun. So the New York State Thruway Authority had a project that they started under Cuomo about 2015 where they put all of these windmills up. It cost about $5 million, right? The project was supposed to generate them $300,000 in energy saving costs a year. But at that rate, it would take them about 16 years to pay off the $5,000 investment. Now, going back to what I said about them not lasting that long, usually windmills only last about 5 to 10 years. Then they're very difficult to dispose of, and they're very hard on the environment. And they're just not so good, even though people would like to make you think that they are. It's just the way that the technology itself is. So what they did is they put them all up and down I-90 over there, what do you call it? Over there by Angola and Eden, in that area over there. Okay? So they put them over there, and then guess what? You'll never believe this. They failed, right? They failed. The windmills that cost us $5 million, they failed. Yeah, I said it. The windmills, they stopped working. Now, listen to this. The project started in 2015. They started malfunctioning and not working in about 2016, 2017. 2018, which is 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 3 years in. 3 years in, the New York State Thruway Authority filed a lawsuit against the company that put them together. Okay, they filed a lawsuit against the consultants and the manufacturers too. So this is absolutely insane. And like I said, this is a real story. You can look it up. So they sued these people, right? Come to find out in the court case, the consultants told them, they said, hey, you guys got to look into these actual speeds that the winds are going, and you got to make sure that you guys do the environmental assessment and stuff before you put these things up, right? So this is the this is the funny part, right? So guess what? The wind broke the wind turbines. Right? Like, I'm not even able to make this up. Like, I'm doing my best not to like laugh too hard, because I'm gonna say it again so you can make sure you heard me right. The wind turbines were broken by the wind. That's right. The wind broke the wind turbines. They only had one job. Was to get the wind energy, and the wind energy broke the turbines. So what happened is apparently the winds were too strong, and they broke the wind turbines and made them break. So the machines inside of them that do the energy and stuff like that, and some of the arms and other things broke. Like, you're not even able to make this up. Legitimately, the wind turbines, which are supposed to collect wind energy, were broken by the wind. Come on, you guys. Like, I know that's not just me. Like, this is insane. This is a real story. I need you guys to look it up. This is real news today, okay? So when I talk about me being an environmental conservationist, not only do I want to hear people talk about the environmental impact of the projects that people are putting together. So when they say, oh, they want to put all of these solar panel farms, well, what's the impact to the ecology in the area? What's the impact to the actual biodiversity and the biospheres that you're putting them in? Okay, do you even know? Do you even care? What's the environmental impact that it takes to actually produce those solar panels? Okay, like, you know, like we've got high falls, we got low falls in Rochester. We don't have really any hydropower here at all. Make that make sense to me. Okay, we've got Niagara hydropower from there. They could. Like, if we do energy projects that are green energy projects, we have the means, we have the sophistication, and we have the resources to do them. And they don't have to require solar, or they don't have to require wind power, because clearly the wind turbines are being broken by the wind. The next news article is going to be like, the solar panels were destroyed by the sun's rays or some nonsense. Like, you're not even able to make this stuff up. And I laugh, but really, it's extremely concerning. So, first of all, let's go back to, let's pretend that this thing did work. So, it cost us $5 million, okay? It would have generated $300,000 a year, and it would have took about 16 years to pay back itself. 16 years. But the thing is, wind turbines don't last that long. They only last about 5 to 10 years. You can look these up. Like, I'm not able to make these things up. I told you I'm an environmental conservationist. These things are very important to me. Okay? So this doesn't make any sense. Okay? 16 years to recrew your investment. Well, what is the life cycle of this product? Did anybody look into this? And how come the consultants that were working on the project told you, they told the state that they needed to look into the wind speeds and stuff like that so that they can make sure that they get the proper type of equipment and stuff like that. And the state just completely decided, no, we don't need to do that. We don't care. We're just going to do this. Make it happen. Okay, like, they didn't even care, even though they were told. Like, they didn't consider that, oh, maybe this might impact us at all as far as costs go. Then the Thruway Service decided to sue them for $8.1 million. So really what you're telling me is, as New Yorkers, we're out probably about $10 million plus from this whole project altogether. Okay, because you're telling me that 8.1 million is the cost and fees accrued because of the broken stuff and this, that, and third, and the infrastructure or whatever. This is wrong, you guys. If we're going to plan for projects for the future to help make us energy independent and run on clean energy, we have to do a ton better. And when these people are out here telling you that, oh, green this, oh, green that, ask them about the ecological impact. Ask them about the environmental impact. And if they can't tell you what's going to happen to the environmental stuff, or if they tell you, oh, no, everything's going to be fine, they're lying, they're deceiving you, and they're not doing what's best for you or the environment. Because there was just a lawsuit, and remember they told you that wind turbines don't kill birds? God dang lie. Okay, they just had a federal lawsuit against these wind turbines because not these particular ones, but some other ones, because they killed over 150 bald eagles. Like, you're not able to make this stuff up. Like, this is real news. This is real things that are happening, and people are completely neglecting them. And this is why I'm so gung-ho on nuclear energy and hydropower and geothermal. Like, we can do this. We can prepare our state and our area for the energy future that we're starting to experience now. We can prepare for this push to electrify everything. But if we don't do it the right way, we're going to be messed up. We're already experiencing the issues. Can anybody at all talk about the issues with the electric grid in New York State? How all of the electric grid is failing? How poorly it is? How none of the electric grid is shielded at all in case there's an EMP attack, or in case there's a solar wave that the solar radiation hits all of the stuff and knocks out all of the electronics. Like, nobody's talking about that. Our electric grid is so ill-prepared and so old. It's as old as Susan B. Anthony and Frederick Douglass, basically. And I'm taking some liberties there, right? Like, it's not that old, but it's old. We're talking about 50, 60 years old. Okay, no, from the 50s and the 60s, not 50 or 60 years old, so even older than that. So that's like 70, 80 years old. A large portion of the infrastructure is. They've been starting to build up some stuff over the last couple of years, but if we're going to electrify everyone's car, if we're going to shut off all the houses from gas, it's not going to remotely be enough. Look at all of the energy shortages that we're having every day. Oh, and then don't even talk about the wind or a storm or anything knocking out the electrical power, because now you won't have any gas backup generators. You won't be able to heat your house if you have a furnace because they want to cut off all the gas. And New York State wants to make it so you can't even go cut firewood and use firewood for your house. That's a real bill. And if I'm not mistaken, that takes effect 2025, between 2025 and then the penalties go up in 2035. The whole thing is absolutely ridiculous. So, matter of fact, it starts 2023, now that I'm thinking about it. But it's really ridiculous what we're experiencing, because not only do our leaders not have the foresight, they very clearly don't have the concern, okay, to make sure that the projects actually do pan out appropriately. Look at this. The consultants told them to go check the wind speeds and actually run reports and analysis on that before they put up the stuff. Did the state do that? Absolutely not. And who suffers? You, me, all the taxpayers, our whole state, because that's energy that could have been on the grid, right? And Pennsylvania, because whatever excess could have went over to Pennsylvania because it's so close to where the Pennsylvania line is over there. But it's just, honestly, do our elected officials really care about the stuff that they're telling us about, that they care about? They don't really care about a green future. They're just using it to mislead you. They're using it to misguide you. And I'm here to tell you, as an environmental conservationist, we are not ready to go completely electric. Like, it's just no way. We don't have the capacity. We don't have the grid. We don't have the storage. We don't have the generation, the energy generation, that is. And we just don't have it. Like, we don't have it. And they want to make all of this stuff start like 2035. It's just not even feasible. They're trying to push most of this stuff starting real extra hard in 2025. We see how they've worked very hard to increase the price of gas and propane and butane and other things that you use to heat your house and run your car. And the price of diesel is crazy through the roof. Come on, you guys. We deserve better. That's why I'm encouraging everybody out there to make sure this year that you vote different, okay? vote row B. Okay? I'm going to be running this year for Assembly for the 137th in the city of Rochester and Gates. So you guys vote for me if you're in my area. If you're not in my area, tell people to vote for me. If you're not in my area but you really like what I'm saying and what I stand for, please go to my website, Marcus4Rochester.com, and donate. Send me words of encouragement or whatever you can, okay? Like my Facebook, like my YouTube. My YouTube is Marcus4Rochester. My Facebook, you can find me the same thing. Marcus C. Williams, you can find me on Facebook. Okay, it's Marcus4Rochester if you're doing it. Facebook.com/Marcus4Rochester. But this is real. This is a real fight for the Assembly. And I need all of your assistance. I need everyone to pitch in any way that they can. If you can help me go out and knock on doors and pass out flyers or help me plan events, that's awesome. And that's the most things that I need. If you want to donate financially, definitely let me know. Send me a message. You can do it through my website, Marcus4Rochester.com. Every little bit counts because I'm going up against a person who doesn't care about our environment, who doesn't care about the children, who doesn't care about our crime and safety, who doesn't care about small businesses, who doesn't care that you guys are out there trying to work on making a legacy for your children so that they don't have to struggle as much as you did. You know, you're trying to get ready for planning for your own retirement when you get older, or if you're close to retirement now and you're seeing all of the savings and everything else be whittled away. And our current Assembly people don't give a good golly gosh, okay? So, look, if you care about the environment, if you care about yourself, if you care about our state, if you care about our nation, please support me. Marcus C. Williams. Check me out. I'm not hard to find on the internet. And make sure that you do your best to let everybody else know that there is somebody out there that really cares about us, that really cares about our state, that really cares about crime and safety, that really cares about our nation, that really cares about our values, that really cares about our Constitution and our freedoms. Because people just don't care. They don't care, and the plans that they put together are either half-baked or they don't really care. They're just doing them to look good. So we need it's not just that we need it, right? We deserve better. We really, really deserve better. So encourage all your friends that there is somebody who cares out there and that they should vote different this year. Tell them to vote row B. I'll be on row B. Marcus C. Williams. There will be other people that are good to vote for on row B too also, but make sure that you vote for me, Marcus C. Williams. Let your friends, family, everybody know, hey, there's this guy, Marcus C. Williams. Check him out. You guys be blessed, be well, and I'll catch you later.